elaborate a little bit on the, I think you said fast track grants and what other incentives?
Well, yeah, thanks. Is to see if there's some things TDOT can help them with some access issues so they don't have a left-hand turn. And Commissioner Schroer has been talking with them to see if there's some things that qualify that they need that we might do to help on that. Fast track grants would just follow the normal infrastructure program that they might qualify for.
Any idea how much it would cost?
I really don't know yet, because some of that, most of the dollars would probably be due to things we do to ease access, and I just don't know that number yet.
Governor, how long have you guys been working on this? How long has this been?
Well, the idea, like I said, Colin and Ted Miller first came up with the idea about, a couple of months after, maybe 7-8 months ago. It gained some reality, and I think Dolly brought it back up to me maybe 3 or 4 months ago when we were together filming a public service commercial, and I think it's kind of moved fairly quickly from there.
Is this a test project for your new incentives program? Is this going to be qualified for the new grants in the fast track?
No, I don't think this would be. I don't think this is anything that would be that would not fit under the old model.
What sort of projects would?
Well, I think the new fast track grants are aimed at things that maybe, like I said, have a significant impact on a community. This actually might. I hadn't really thought through it in that sense, but I think the things we're doing here would have qualified under the old program as well.
What do you think about this theme park, and what kind of incentive somebody asked the state?
Yeah, we talked about that before. For us, it'll mainly be infrastructure-related things to make, like I said, access to the park easier. There will be a few what we call fast track cash grants that they will qualify for. But I think the idea is a big one. I mean, if you think about it, the state lives off of sales tax. And there's no question this is something that's going to draw people from outside of the state. So I do think it'll mean new dollars for Tennessee. And like I said, tourism is people tend to underestimate that when they think about recruiting business, but it's our second largest industry now, and it's one I think can grow even more.
Governor, expand on the linkage between what happens here in Middle Tennessee and what could happen in East Tennessee.
Well, I do think it's important. I mean, everybody thinks, well, is this going to compete with Dollywood in East Tennessee, or fewer people go to Graceland or whatever? I honestly think one of the things we can do better at in Tennessee is to make certain when people come here they stay longer, so that turn that 1.5-day visit into a 4-day visit. And that's one of the strategies of our tourism department and Commissioner Whitaker is how do we hand off people from one venue to another a little better than we have.
How important is it to have Dolly Parton be a part of this?
Well, I mean, here's the truth is, I mean, if you think about Tennessee, and I travel, represent Tennessee all over the country, and people who travel internationally, when you say Tennessee and you say Grand Ole Opry and Dolly, some people say, well, get Elvis to drop by and bring Jack Daniels and we've covered the ground, But that Dolly's obviously one of the most recognizable names anywhere in Tennessee. Or anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, sorry.
So you think that could potentially contribute to the success of this versus like Opryland theme park?
Well, there's no question. I mean, people first of all, Dolly has built a big brand with Dollywood and an experience there. I think second, just her name associated with country music. I mean, that's people get the connection. Oh, Opryland, who runs and owns Grand Ole Opry, Dolly, everybody knows who Dolly is. I think that's everything's about building a brand, and that's something you can sell.